Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome to your new moon in Libra reading. And the new moon in Libra, of course, is coming up around October 6th. It's going to be at 5:05 a.m. Mountain Standard Time is when it's going to be at its fullness. So depending on where you're at in the world, you can figure that out there. And the energy of this new moon, of course, it's Libra, so it's all about compromise, give and take, negotiating or renegotiating. And then with this new moon with Libra, it can include a restart of some kind. And it ends with a healthy and well-balanced result. You know, the Libra tint to it all can suggest doing things in pairs or doing these new things in pairs. And it can either be with another human who's of like mind. You know, Libra is the air sign, which is, representative of swords, suit, and it's about your mind, your thoughts, your beliefs. So it's someone with like mind. It's like this balanced individual with you on either side. Not like this, where this is showing out of balance, right? It's more of a balanced pair. Or if you're not really looking for a human of like mind, then you can have this, the pair that you can have is pairing up with spirit. And that would be the less dramatic choice, right? Usually. And a Libra is also the sign of love and harmony, negotiation and relationships. So it's harmonious, it's kind, it's luxurious, and always aiming for balance. So it doesn't like this out of balance feeling. It's wanting to balance things out. Now, this is the new moon in Libra, and so when you're looking at the cycles of the new moon to the full moon, even outside of it happening monthly, you can look at the full cycle. It's a 6-month full cycle of going from a new moon in Libra to a full moon in Libra back to a new moon in Libra. So the last full moon that we've had in Libra in the past was March 28th of this year. And that was a time of things climaxing in areas that, in these areas we've talked about of our lives, right? And since then, when you move from a full moon to a new moon, it's about what you're letting go. So since then, you've been letting things fall away that no longer serve those events, or you've been at least thinking about what you want to let go. And now that we're headed close to the new moon, now's the time to balance all that out. So what we're going to be asking for in this reading, because we're going to do a special reading just for your each individual sign, we're going to ask, what are you ready to balance to ignite that new start? Or what does the Creator want you to know about balancing and about this new start? So we're going to go ahead and jump into your reading right now, and we shall find out the answers. Here we go. All right, all my Pisces, this is your reading for the new moon in Libra. And we're going to start off by pulling a card here from this Clarity deck. And this is actually manufactured from a group called the Girls Gone Happy. And I have to admit that just saying that makes me happy. In fact, I've decided with each of these readings when I'm doing them that regardless if you are a boy or a girl or however you identify, today we are all going to be honorary Girls Gone Happy. Sound like a plan? Great. I'm glad you agree. All right. And when we're pulling from this deck, this is going to be what the Creator wants you to know about balance in your life around this time of this new moon. Okay. So we're going to do that. Got a topic card. Anything else? Or we just have the topic card? Okay. And then this one. All right. And then we're also going to pull a card here from the Everyday Tarot. And this is just going to be clarity on whatever the Creator is bringing to our attention with that. What else do you want Pisces to know about this information? Okay. What else? Okay. And what No, none of those. Okay. Okay, there we go. So we got those 3 there. And then we'll also pull a card here from the Crystal Medicine Oracle. And this is just going to go over here to help balance this. It's what medicine or tool the creator wants you to be aware of that can help with whatever situation this is, whatever information is coming forth here. So just give these a good mix here. All right, for our Pisces, what medicine or tool do you want them to be aware of? That is your card there, and then we'll also pull a card here from Divine Directions. This will end up being the final card for the reading, but we're still going to pull some. Once you reveal these, we're going to pull some additional cards here to help balance, but this is going to be just what the final message will end up being for our Pisces. Okay, there we go. We'll put that right here on the balancing beam. All right, and we'll go ahead and jump right in here. So the topic card you got is dreams. So this can be about dreams for your life that you have or dreams that you have been having. So that is definitely there. And then you have the Artist. And it says, how would you be more creative here? What's keeping you from being more creative? How will you work with this blockage? Yep, so I really feel then with this clarification, this is more about living your dreams than it is about actual dreaming, like when you're asleep. It's more daydreaming, right? About what you'd like to have in your life, what's blocking you, and really around a lot of creativity, how you holding back and not expressing that inner dream that you have, right? And we'll dig more in here too with these. And you got Knight of Swords. So the swords, of course, are your thoughts, your beliefs, your like mental mindsets, your attitudes, your expectations. It's all about the mind and your belief systems, right? And what I love is the Knight, he carries the Ace of Swords. And because the Knight is about action, this is about taking action. And this sword brings you truths, capital T truths into your life. And so it lets you see what the small t truths are that you have that could be blocking you. But the power of that sword too is that you can cut away those old thoughts and beliefs that no longer serve you, those that are blocking you and keeping you from moving towards your dream. So it's a very positive card. It's like you have it within you. This is you. You have that power to do it. So just know that the only one that's really holding you back is you. Because any obstacle that comes in is actually coming from within you with your thoughts and your beliefs, and you have the ability to cut away those thoughts and those beliefs. Yeah, because you have the Three of Pentacles here. This is you creating your dream, being creative. Number 3, too, is all about the number of creativity. I love this because, this message that comes with this, that's been coming up as I've been doing these readings, which I didn't see before because with Libra, you have balanced, you have people on both sides, and you're doing your work and you have this person in front of you going, wow, that's amazing work. I'm so proud of you. And they're, supporting your dream in a way. And then you have the person behind your back that's not supporting you. That's saying, what are you doing that for? That's not something you should be doing. You should be doing something else, or do it this way, and kind of that dream stomper, kind of individual. But what is amazing is that this is all about that they are equal, that they're on either side of this, because the one that stands out most clearly for us is when someone criticizes us. They give us, those critical comments about what we're doing in our life. We know that because that one feels so obviously attacking, right? Whereas this other individual who's praising you also has this effect in you that it takes you away and can block you from your creativity, in that where the negative person makes you doubt yourself, the other one that's praising you, they may say, oh, you're doing such a good job. I love what you're doing there. Have you ever thought of doing that? Or maybe doing that too? They have their constructive criticism. It's still criticism, right? They still are trying to get you to do something different. They're just doing it in a more sly way, right? And so that we're more apt to fall for, and also restrict our creativity, because we're like, well, I don't want to lose that support, because I don't want them to go over into this just criticism camp and not be constructive criticism, and so we'll adjust. Our creativity will look and go, well, what pleases the people? Especially if you get fans, what pleases your fans? Well, I'm going to do that. And instead of being true to yourself as an artist of whatever it is that you're creating in your life, you adapt and you suppress that creativity and expressing who you truly are, the authentic you. So it's this awareness that comes that, like the caterpillar, before he's going to go into the cocoon and change to a butterfly, the caterpillar doesn't go out and go, hey, everybody, I'm thinking of becoming a butterfly. What do you think? The caterpillar doesn't care. He doesn't care about people's opinions. He doesn't care about, what criticisms people have, what praises people have. The caterpillar goes, hey, I'm going into the cocoon, I'm becoming a butterfly, period. And that's that beautiful confidence that comes when you identify what dream you want to go. You go, and you're equally influenced by those two types of individuals, which can be zero. You're just like, okay, it's just what it is, thank you. We can unemotionally hear what they have to say, dissect it to see if there's anything that we can use to help us more towards our dream, but not in fear, not out of thinking we need to live up to that expectation. You get to be independent. You get to create and be this unique creative force. Yeah, because here you go. You got 9 of Cups, feeling whole and complete. And that comes from, living your dream, living large. And cups are your emotions. So it's about feeling whole and complete, which totally makes sense, because, when you're feeling, when you're controlled by trying to please people, you feel so constricted and feel so empty, and passionateless. When you're trying to live everyone else's dream, you don't have a whole lot of energy left for you. And generally, you don't have a whole lot of energy to live other people's dreams, because it's not what you want. When you're doing what you love, this is how you feel. You just feel overflowing, because you are getting to do what makes your heart sing, what brings you joy, right? Let's see what medicine and what tool the Creator brings here. Creativity. Shut up. You see that there? And the medicine is fire, and the crystal medicine is Bixbite, I guess is how you say it. Bixbite, and this is number 7. So let's take a look here and see what message comes from here. But yeah, hello, creativity. I think we've been talking about creativity just a little bit in this reading. So you've attracted this powerful card into your awareness as a sign it's time to deepen your connection to the creative life force energy of the universe. You are a creative soul, and you're being invited to awaken to the passionate fire energy available to you at all times. Have you been feeling stuck in your life or experiencing a lack of drive and passion? Well, it's time to connect back into your creative flair. We are all creative beings, and when we disconnect from this life force energy, it can cause us to feel blocked, stale, and unmotivated. It's time to get your creativity sparked. What do you do that's creative? What sparks your passion? What makes you feel alive? Find out what makes your heart sing and action some steps to manifest this magic into your life, right? Action. Make sure you call in the sacred fire to assist you with your creative projects and deepen your connection to the life force energy of the universe. And the medicine, of course, is fire. And it says fire is one of the 5 elements we work with strongly in healing and in shamanism. Each element has its own properties and energy. The fire element draws forth the energy of passion, life force energy, renewal, cleansing, kundalini, creativity, sensuality, and transformation, all on a deep level. We're made up of this fire element and have this energy available to us at will. You have the fire burning within you and are connected to the life force energy at all times. So it's time to fan your flame and allow the fire to light up your life. And then this crystal here, the medicine that comes with that, it's a red emerald, and it's one of the rarest crystals on the planet. It is one of the most powerful crystals to enhance and invoke a creative flair at the deepest level. Because Big Spite aligns you with the life force energy of the universe, awakening the fire within. So I love that. So since it's a really rare one, you don't necessarily have to purchase it to be able to connect to the energy. Even just Googling it or whatever your favorite search engine is, look up that crystal, look at pictures of it, feel it, connect with it, allow it to spark that energy within you there. I love it. Yeah, definitely. Creativity is a theme here. And you might say, but I'm not the creative type. And it's like, hello, you're a mini creator. You're a piece of the creator. You are a creative being. You just may not have tapped into that side yet. Or you have blocks to it. You can have these experiences as a young child when you're creating stuff, and if people are making fun of it, or other people are doing much better and showing you how much better they are than you at it, you start to, instead of growing your skill, you stop out of fear of rejection. And so it's never too late to restart. If there's something that you're passionate about, that you have this block about, I would just do that, just to show, your ego, to show the world that I'm going to do it whether you like it or not. Right? I don't care what you think. I'm going to do it. All right. What else do you want our Pisces to know? Okay. What else? And what else? Okay, I feel like this one right here is the one. And you have the 5 of Swords that came out. So, this card represents like people's hurt feelings, and you see them walking away, right? And for me, what this card is bringing in for this particular reading is that not doing what someone else wants you to do, sometimes they'll act like they're hurt. They'll experience pain and walk away. And that's okay. What you get to realize with this is that you are the one that holds, again, here's that Ace of Swords. You're the one that gets to move, any thoughts and expectations away. And when you realize that this person that's walking away, they also have the ability to choose what they believe and how they're going to feel about any situation. We're the ones that are able to apply whatever story we want to a situation. So if they want to have the story of, feeling abandoned and, whatever they want to feel. That's up to them. You can make it an easier or harder choice for them to feel that way, but it's still their choice. And that's that freedom that comes from that. I'm going to put it right above this Knight of Swords, is that you realize, you're like, you know what? Sometimes people do need to leave your life. Sometimes thoughts and beliefs, need to leave your life so you can move on more towards where you're wanting to go. We have these tower moments in our life where things are removed for us. May not feel good at the time, with someone walking away or someone passing away, like it mentioned, that there's this things that happen in order to spark the creativity in our lives. And so we have to understand that we always get to choose what story we apply to anything, as well as does everyone else. Yeah. And here you have the Four of Cups. So you definitely understand now that all this stuff that you thought was going to make you feel whole and complete in the outside world, you were bored with it. It wasn't fulfilling you. And now here you're being offered this Ace of Cups, which is the living waters. This is what you've been thirsting for, what you've been quenching for. And you find that within you. You find that from the creator of all things. Because what's in that cup, this is the chalice, the Holy Grail. It's full of the living waters, full of the unconditional love of the creator of all things. And as you connect deeply with that inside, then you become confident. And when you know your dream, and you have that passion that this is what I want to do, then you are totally willing to make whatever sacrifice it is that you want, whatever the cost of it is totally worth it. And it's a no-brainer. When you know what you want to do and you're connected to that passion that makes your heart sing, and you know the thing that you want to do and how you want to do it, then the question comes up, are you willing to make the sacrifice for that? And you're like, yes, it's a no-brainer. If it's like, well, I'm not sure, well, then that's not your passion. Because if it's your passion, it's no question, It's like, if you ever fall in love with someone, right? And someone's like, are you willing to give up your job and your friends and move with me across the world? I'm not sure. Well, then they're not the one. Because if you're like, no question, there's like, yes, I'm going with you. Then And that's kind of that feeling that comes from it. Yeah, because here you go, the Hermit. And this is about your inner search. You find the star that is you, that helps you guide you on your path. But it definitely is connecting to your higher self as the huge message that comes here, because this little star inside here is you. This is you bringing light to your human self as you go on this inner search inward to discover what it is you truly want. That is where you go. Beautiful. And then your final message here, boom, 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 boom. Birth. This is time for new beginnings, embracing your life with open arms. Do it, do it, do it. Definitely. It's like, totally about discovering what your dream is, seeing what's blocking you, remove those blocks, but don't, I really feel like the biggest block is what will people think? What will people think? And like the caterpillar, you can say, you know what? I'm going to become a butterfly, period. I'm going to leave it there. What an amazing experience you're going to have here, if you so choose. And just know as you're going through it that every moment of every day you are unconditionally loved by the creator of all things. And I love you too. You have an amazing new moon in Libra, and I'm sure I'll be talking with you soon. You take care now.